Council this morning held the Maisha HIV and AIDS conference. Let's now speak to our reporter, Beldin Waleula, who is attending the conference. Beldin, I trust you can hear me right now. Talk to us about the highlights that came out of that conference.
Good afternoon, Ashley. I'm coming live to you from Hilton Hotel, where the Maisha conference is being held today. This is the sixth conference being held this year, which will be running from 14th to 16th. That is on Wednesday, where the highlights of this today was Kenya working towards ending the endemic HIV and AIDS and reducing the infections in the country. So right now, I'm being joined by the chairperson of National AIDS Control Council, NAC, Ms. Siparo. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Today we are having this conference here at Hilton. Of what importance is it having this conference here in the country today?
So this is our sixth Maisha HIV research conference. We have this conference every 2 years. And what we look at is innovative work that's coming from research that can inform policy and programs. What do we need to change? We've been having AIDS in the world for the last 40 years. There are countries that have eliminated HIV, especially in mothers and in children. And so that's what we really want to move towards. And so the conference is looking at research across the world, but specifically Kenyan researchers. What do we need to do for the Kenyan epidemic? Because our goal is to end AIDS. And our key issue is that people born and living with HIV should have a full life, but we should be stopping children being born with HIV. So really, we are looking at research and innovations.
Talking about mother-to-child transmission, maybe as a country, where are we lagging behind?
Where we are lagging behind right now is in terms of the programs working together. When I say programs, I'm thinking for us as government, for the donor partners, and even the other development partners. How do we work together to make sure that no mother is actually left without testing and then without access to the life-saving drugs for her and the baby? There are countries that have eliminated children being born with HIV. That's what we refer to when we talk about elimination of mother-to-child transmission. And so, for example, for mothers who are pregnant, or for anyone who's planning to get pregnant, the key issue is to know your status. Because if you know your HIV status, then you can prevent passing on the virus to the child. Yes, and it's possible. It's actually been proved that you can eliminate children being born with HIV. Yes.
Thank you so much. That is Ms. Angeline Siparo, the chairperson of NAC. So I'll be joined with the head of NASCOP, who can be telling us, in the country as Kenya, where are we in terms of numbers? Are we making a step, or are we still lagging behind? Thank you so much, Dr. Catherine. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
So as a country, how are we doing? Are we well, or are we still lagging behind when it comes to reducing HIV infections?
Thank you for the question. We have made tremendous strides over the years, and more so in HIV prevalence. From almost 13%, now we're at 4.5% is our last estimate last year. But as well, when we look, there's a bit of variation in terms of the females and males of prevalence, males being at 3.1% and ladies being at 6.2%. And so, but when it comes to mother-to-child transmission of HIV, we are at 10.9%. But when you compare where you were around 2017, 2016, we're in a bit better place. But right now, we are making more. We have putting in more strategies, more innovations, working more in partnership with the communities to ensure that we can be able to achieve and reduce the mother-to-child HIV. Yes.
Thank you so much, Ashley. The conference will be running till Wednesday, so we'll be bringing you subsequent bulletins to our viewers on what will be happening. But the point to take home is that the country is trying to eliminate HIV and AIDS infections by 2030, and also reducing the infections by 75% by the year 2025. And the challenge being, the most challenging part has been identifying pediatric infections, of which the country is also trying to eliminate. Back to you, Ashley.
All right, thank you very much, Beldin Waleula, for that. Now, moving on.